Okay, hi, and welcome to, I thought I'd make a video of my community American cichlid tank. Not that I have many large cichlids in it at this point, but I just thought I'd make another video. I mean, I have as some of you may have already seen, I have a Eye tank in the garage, but this is my community tank in the house. It's an 8 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot glass tank, and you know, I'll be honest, I don't have a whole heap of exciting fish in here at the moment, but I just thought I'd, you know, there's Mr. Jack Dempsey hiding in there. We'll talk about him soon. Yeah, I just thought I'd make a video just so I can share with all you fish enthusiasts out there some of the other fish that I keep. Yeah, I've been keeping cichlids. Well, I started with goldfish actually as I first got into the hobby, but oh geez, probably 25 years ago I reckon I started keeping fish. Within the first 6 months no, it wasn't even that, I reckon maybe 3 months, I was bored with goldfish and I had to get myself cichlids. And I think probably, you know, back in the day when I was a beginner, I was really into Oscars. I just fell in love with Oscars, just the way they grow so quick, they look cool, they eat like machines. Yes, they poo like machines, that's because they eat like machines. This fella here, he's my Oscar that I just got pretty recently. He's actually probably doubled in size in no time. I think I've only had him for probably, I don't think it'd even be 2 months yet, probably 6 weeks or something. I've called him Chomp because, as you can see, one of the other stupid fish bit a chomp out of his tail a little while back. I'm unsure if it's going to grow back. Oscars are pretty good. When they lose bits, often it grows back, so I'm hoping that his little tail will grow back. He's probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches in total length, and he's always looking for food. I only feed these guys once a day, otherwise it just dirties up the tank too much. They don't find all the food, and you know, a lot of places in this tank where the food can go missing, being that there's a lot of decorations and plants and rocks and things in here. So once a day is enough, I find, unless they're, you know, real little baby fish, that'd be different, but they're not. They're juveniles and adults. Like the big girl, Texas there, she's the big girl of the tank. She's a big fishy, probably I reckon she'd be pushing close to 30 centimeters long. I don't know how deep she is, but she's really deep in the body, and as you can see, she's got a very big belly, and she's blind in this eye right here. So blind in that eye. That's how I got her like that. Don't know what happened to her. Doesn't seem to affect her. Even though her eye looks damaged, she seems to be able to still see out of it. So perhaps she's not blind, it's just damaged, but obviously she'd have impaired vision in that eye. Love that big crocodile skull ornament. My brother gave me that recently, and I thought I'd won the lotto when he gave me that. That was pretty cool. I really like it. I've been wanting that myself, and he brought it over as a surprise. I was very thankful, so thanks to him. That's a Jack Dempsey. As you can see, I think, well, I used to think it was a girl. I know it was really stunted when I got it, and its nose looks a bit mongy, I reckon. So I've actually called it snub, because it's got a bit of a snub nose. I don't know if that's, I don't think that's a normal looking face. Like, it's between its eye and its top lip looks a bit deformed. So boy or a girl, I'm still unsure. I know boys normally have a lot more blue, but sometimes this fish seems to get heaps of blue, and then other times it looks pretty dull, so I'm a bit unsure. Over here is probably my favourite fish in the tank, is my Plecostomus. This is my common pleco. It's definitely at least 30 centimetres long now. I've had him for about 2 years. I've got him as a little tiny fish, high convict. There goes my new Severum that I just got recently. It's going well. Yeah, love the pleco. Awesome fish. Just really interesting to watch their behaviour. I find, you know, really cool. What do we got up here? Sorry about the bad lighting. I've only got a twin house fluoro on this tank. It's an 8 foot tank with a 4 foot twin twin 4-foot fluoro, which isn't exactly adequate. Obviously, I've got a lot of convicts in here. There's probably 3 or 4 pairs in here, and as you can see, they're always bloody fighting, always shaping up to each other because they're always wanting to spawn. That's a new skull ornament I got recently. I think that's pretty cool. Fake plants. The Severin wishes they were real. I'm sure the Pleco does as well, but they're fake. Convict. And the albino convicts. There's one hiding in there. That's a male. There's a female. Female. Male. Female. I like this rock. I like these type of rocks with the holes in them. I reckon they're really cool. And the little fish swim through them. I reckon they're pretty cool. I've had that rock for many years, like some of the other ones I've got in here. I keep rocks. If I find a nice rock, I keep it, because nice rocks are actually harder to find than what you'd think. Another convict in the corner. What else can I tell you? So I don't know how many fish I've got in here. Probably a dozen, roughly, maybe. But you know, a lot of them won't grow bigger. And then a few in here will grow a lot bigger. Like the Oscars are obviously going to overtake the Texas at some point, or at least get as big, basically. And the JD might grow, the Jack Dempsey might grow some more, but I don't think it's ever going to reach its full potential. Severin, wherever I think it's a he actually, going on his fins and vent. I think, well, I know that the Severin will grow a lot bigger, but he'll never get as big as the Oscar or the Texas, but he'll certainly get to maybe, you know, 20 centimeters long or something, and a decent sized fish. So, but yeah, I'm thinking of offloading some of the convicts and getting maybe like a Braziliensis. I'd like to get a chocolate or Uara, maybe even a pair. Well, probably not a pair, but just, you know, I just want to mix it up a bit, get some interesting fish. This is taking a long time, this video, I can tell, and I feel like it's a really poor, shitty one. Quickly, I've just got one heater. It's a 300 watt heater. Seems to do the job. If in winter time it doesn't handle it, I just throw another heater up the other end and have 2 300 watts, one at each end. Biggest aqua clear you can get. I love that thing. It's old, just like me, but still works a treat. It's my main filter. I got 4 outlet air pump. Got a couple of sponge filters going there. I just find that they keep the fine particles, you know, out of the water. They clean the water better than just, say, you know, a filter like with a big sponge in it or something. I like ones that, like the old school corner filters and stuff. I just think they just work better for pulling out that fine detritus. Is that what you call it? There you go. Rocks, fish, salt, something that I had that out earlier because I was cleaning something with it. We might talk about that more in the next video, stuff like that. I'm just trying to hurry up now because I'm taking too long. Magnetic cleaner, yeah, nothing exciting. I've got a power head up the back there. What is it? I don't know, maybe 1,000 litre an hour one. And then I've got that medium size aqua clear there. I'm a fan of aqua clears. Tank's obviously a bit, well, I actually had multi-cure in the water probably a month ago, and I've done a few water changes since then, but it's still hanging around. That's why the tank's looking, sadly, that's why the tank's looking that greeny yellow. It'll clear up eventually if I do it, once I do enough water changes. That shows you how big the Texas is. Yeah, pretty basic, pretty messy. I've got a lot of mess laying around here, like under my tank. I've just got fish tank crap everywhere. It's all for a reason, it all serves a purpose. But anyway, love me fish. That's my 8 foot. The tank itself I bought cheap. It had a lot of leaks. I fixed it all up, re-siliconed the hole inside of it, put that white stuff around the edge, which is a bit dodgy, but at least it's better than just nothing. The stand, I'm going to paint that a nice white colour to match our furniture in the near future. And yeah, one of my little patch jobs on the leaks right there. It looks rough and messy, but that's where they had a hole drilled for plumbing. I just filled that up and put a bit of glass over it with silicone. Aquarium silicone, of course. Oh god, I could talk about so much the food I use. I use this stuff for my fish. It's a high protein pellet. They just grow like weeds when they eat that stuff. That's from a really good shop in my local area. I swear by that food, it's brilliant. Of course I chuck in other food sometimes, but maybe like Hikari or something, but I don't like that too much. I prefer something with a bit of quality and substance about it. Yep, okay. Alright, well thanks for watching my video. That skull looks pretty mad from this angle, I reckon. Alright, holy crap, 10.5 minutes, I'm going. Okay, bye.